We are going to study about the peninsular plateaus. So firstly, let's know what is a plateau. So plateau is a flat area of land. It is a flat area of land which is elevated above the sea level. Okay, plateau is a flat area of land which is elevated above the sea level, and this plateau word is a French word which means tableland. Now this plateau is not flat all around. Okay, it has a changes in its relief. It has a low relief feature. It has a low relief feature. Now in this topic we are going to study about the Malwa Plateau, then Bundelkhand Plateau, then we will also study about the Baghelkhand Plateau, then Chota Nagpur Plateau, then Meghalaya Plateau, and then the Deccan Plateau. Okay, so here this is the location of the various plateaus. This is Malwa Plateau, okay, and this is Bundelkhand Plateau, then here it is Baghelkhand Plateau, here you will find the Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is Meghalaya Plateau, or also called as a Shillong Plateau. Okay, Meghalaya Plateau or Shillong Plateau. Then here you will find this is the Dandakaranya Plateau, then Telangana Plateau, then the very famous Deccan Plateau, and here you will find this is Karnataka Plateau. Okay, so first let's start with the Malwa Plateau. Okay, which is situated here. Now remember the location of the plateau. Now I will tell you some specifications about this Malwa Plateau. So here you will find this is Malwa Plateau. This whole area is Malwa Plateau in India. Okay, now let's see some of the specifications of the Malwa Plateau. Now Malwa Plateau is located immediately to the east of the Aravalis. Okay, so if you see, you will find here there are Aravalis, and it is immediately located to the eastern side of the Aravalis. Now it is situated at the east side of Aravalis, and most of the plateau is situated in the Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Remember, most of the Malwa Plateau is situated in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Now the Narmada Rift Valley is most important, that is the most prominent structure of this plateau. What? Narmada Rift Valley, through which the Narmada river is flowing. Okay, and it has a drainage system of a Bay of Bengal. That means most of the rivers which are originating in the Malwa Plateau, they go and drain in the Bay of Bengal. And some of the important rivers are like Chambal, then Sindh, Betwa, Parbati, which join the Yamuna river. Okay, and which in turn join the Ganga river, because we know that Yamuna river, it is the tributary of Ganga river. And some of the Arabian Sea branches you will find that are Narmada, Tapi and Mahi. These are the Narmada, Tapi and Mahi are the west flowing rivers. Okay, so that means they go and drain into Arabian Sea. Okay, so it has a drainage system of Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, both of them, east flowing river as well as west flowing rivers. East flowing rivers are Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Parbati, which finally go and join the Yamuna. And Arabian Sea, that is the west flowing river, you have Narmada, Tapi and Mahi. Now the average elevation height of this Malwa Plateau is 500 meters. This is the average elevation of the Malwa Plateau, with a gentle slope towards the north. So remember, the gentle slope towards the north, and this is the reason why this river, that is Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Parbati, and this river originate in the Malwa Plateau. And because the gentle slope is in the north side, okay, it is in the north side, and that is the reason this river flow in the north direction. Okay, and secondly, geologically it's among India's most diverse landmass, with Dharwar rocks, then Vindhya rocks, then Gondwana rocks, and then volcanic basalt being found within it. Okay, that means this type of rocks are found in Malwa Plateau. Which one? The Dharwar rocks, then Vindhya rocks, then Gondwana rocks, and volcanic basalt. So these are the rocks which are found in the Malwa Plateau. Then it has a semi-arid type of climatic condition. Okay, semi-arid to arid type of climatic conditions, and it has a short spell of rainfall. Okay, it has a short spell of rainfall occur due to convection, which gives the rise to temporary streams. Temporary streams means the short streams which are there for a shorter period of time. Okay, they are not perennial, they are seasonal streams. Okay, and in the absence of dense vegetation, these streams remove the topsoil. Okay, that means these short streams that result into a erosion of the area, and the topsoil is eroded by these short streams. Okay, and giving rise to the gullies. Okay, gullies deepen eventually to form ravines. Now if you go into Chambal area, you will find that this type of ravines. Okay, so you will find this type of ravines in Chambal Valley, because the area is eroded by the Chambal river and the rivers, the short streams which are there around the Chambal river. Okay, now ravine gully erosion turns the landform to a bad land. Okay, not suitable for agriculture. So Chambal's drainage basin is abundant with such type of badland topography. Okay, so mainly Malwa Plateau, very important. Now we have seen it is very important, geologically diversified plateau. It has different type of rock structures, that is Dharwad, basalt, volcanic type of rock structures. Secondly, it has a short type of streams, that is seasonal streams, and its slope is a gentle slope towards the northern side. Okay, now if you see the next plateau, you will find it is Bundelkhand. Okay, Bundelkhand Plateau, it is in the neighborhood of Malwa Plateau. So now we have seen the Malwa Plateau. Here you will find this is Bundelkhand Plateau. Now remember the location of the plateau. So this is Bundelkhand Plateau. Now what is the specialty of the Bundelkhand Plateau? So Bundelkhand Plateau, it lies in the east of Malwa Plateau, and it's situated in the states of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Remember the state. It is extending in Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, and it is in the east side of the Malwa Plateau. Okay, that is Bundelkhand Plateau is situated in the east side of Malwa Plateau. Now secondly, it is situated over the Ganga basin, made up of granite and gneiss rock, and average elevation of this plateau is about 300 to 600 meter. This is the average elevation, that is the average elevation range of this plateau. Now it has a drainage system of the Bay of Bengal. That means the rivers which are originating in this Bundelkhand Plateau, they go and drain in the Bay of Bengal, and along the Betwa floodplains there are badlands which make the region unfit for agriculture. Okay, so again if you see the Bundelkhand, lot of ravines are, you will also find a lot of ravines in this area, and which makes the area unfit for agriculture. So if you see the next plateau, you will find it is Bagelkhand Plateau. Okay, now I'm telling you again and again, remember the locations of these plateaus. Okay, locations are very important. There are very less questions which are going to come on these plateaus, but still you should know the name of the plateau and the exact location of the plateau. So first we have studied the Malwa Plateau, now we have studied Bundelkhand Plateau, now we will study the Bagelkhand Plateau. Now these three plateaus are in the vicinity of each other. Okay, they are adjoined to each other, adjoining area. Now let's see about the Bagelkhand Plateau. So here is the Bagelkhand Plateau. Now what is the specialty about the Bagelkhand Plateau? Now it is situated in three states, that is Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Now again important thing is you should remember the names of the states in which the plateau is extending. Okay, the expansion of the plateau, remember the names of the states. Now again remember the Bagelkhand Plateau is extended within Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. ये तीन states में है ये plateau. Okay, now Son river drains the region. We know that Son river, which is the tributary of Ganga, which joins the गंगा एट पटना. सोन रिवर जो है वो पटना में गंगा से जाके मिलती है. ओके, सो सोन रिवर दिस ड्रेन्स द रीजन एंड ऑन विच द रिहांड Dam and Govind Vallabh Pant Sagar Reservoir, that is the largest man-made lake in India, were built. Okay, Govind Vallabh Pant Sagar Reservoir. Now the plateau contains Dharwad and Gondwana rocks. So this type of rocks are found in the Bagelkhand Plateau. Now this Bagelkhand Plateau, it separates the Ganga basin from the Mahanadi basin. Remember, it separates the Ganga basin from Mahanadi basin. Now we have studied about these three plateaus: Malwa Plateau, Bundelkhand Plateau and Bagelkhand Plateau. In Malwa Plateau we studied that there are rivers which are originating and they are going in the north side, and some rivers are going in the west side. Here also about Bagelkhand Plateau we saw that the area is also having a bad land topography and which is not fit for agriculture. Third we saw that Bagelkhand Plateau, and in Bagelkhand Plateau we saw that it is extending into Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. So these are the three states. Okay. Now the next plateau we are going to study about is Chota Nagpur Plateau. So here is the location of the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Now Chota Nagpur Plateau is very important for India. Why? Because it has a lot of deposits of minerals. Okay, so Chota Nagpur Plateau, it is a continental plateau with Himalayas, that is the Shivalik to its north. Okay, so here you will find Himalayas to the northern side of the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Here you will find the Himalayas. Now Himalayas to the north, that is the Shivalik range to the north side, and having the drainage system of Damodar, Suvarnarekha and North Coil and South Coil, which empty into the Bay of Bengal. That means they go and join into a Bay of Bengal, and that is the Himalayan uplift resulted into the down buckling of the plateau. Okay, which created a trough in which the alluvial sediments from the Himalayan rivers got deposited, and this included the present day Ganga basin. Now when this plateau was being formed, at that time there was a there was a uplift which resulted into the buckling. That means it created a buckling, it created a fault, and so all the deposits which were brought down by the Ganga river, it got deposited into that fault, and it is a result that nowadays we see that there is the Ganga basin. Okay, so its average elevation is in the range of around 600 to 700 meter above the mean sea level. Okay, now the plateau covers the states, which state? That is Jharkhand, some parts of Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. So you will find this plateau in Jharkhand, some parts of Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Now geologically the plateau is made up of Dharwad rocks. Okay, Dharwad type of rocks, that is the igneous and metamorphic rocks, and mostly granite and gneiss. Okay, so Damodar Rift Valley, that is most prominent structure of this plateau, and Gondwana rocks are found in the Rift Valley, and which resulted in some of the richest coal deposits of India. So you will find lot of coal deposits in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau is actually known for its mineral deposits. Remember, Chota Nagpur Plateau is known for its mineral deposits. ये याद रखना आप सब लोग. And the region comprised of alternate soft and hard rock strata, and this resulted into the differential weathering and erosion of the soft rock strata, leaving the hard rock strata, which such a topography is known as patland. जो hard rock थे, ये एक plateau है समझ लो, और यहाँ पर hard rock थे, फिर यहाँ पर soft rock थे, फिर hard rock, फिर soft rock and again hard rock. So this soft rock got eroded and hard rock did not got eroded, did not got weathered. Okay, so it created a topography which is also called as patland topography. So this type of topography is called as patland topography. So the Damodar Rift Valley divides the plateau into two parts. That is, the patlands south of the Damodar Rift Valley constitute the Ranchi Plateau, and the patlands north of the Damodar Rift Valley, they make up the Hazaribagh Plateau. So Hazaribagh Plateau and Ranchi Plateau are actually the part of Chota Nagpur Plateau only. Remember, okay, Chota Nagpur Plateau only. The Ranchi Plateau and Hazaribagh Plateau. So this is all about the Chota Nagpur Plateau. So remember the location. I am telling you again and again. Location is very important of the plateaus. Malwa Plateau, then Bundelkhand Plateau, then Baghelkhand Plateau, and then Chota Nagpur Plateau. In Chota Nagpur Plateau you will get a lot of coal deposits and mineral deposits. इसीलिए यहाँ पर बहुत सारी जनजातियाँ रहती है, that the tribes are living there, and you will find this area is also densely forested and lot of mineral exploration is going on in this Chota Nagpur Plateau. Okay. Now the next one is Shillong Plateau, or also called as Meghalaya Plateau. Okay, Shillong Plateau, or also called as Meghalaya Plateau. Now Meghalaya Plateau is also called as, that is Shillong Plateau. It's a part of Peninsular Plateau, but is separated by peninsula, that is the Indian Peninsula. The Meghalaya Plateau is actually separated from the Indian Peninsula by a fault, and that fault or that trough is also called as Malda Trough or Malda Fault. Okay, it is also called as Rajmahal Garo Gap, Malda Gap or Malda Fault, or Rajmahal Garo Gap. Now this Meghalaya Plateau, it consists of various hills. So you will find this Garo, Khasi, Jayantia hills in the plateau, that is in the Meghalaya Plateau. Okay, so its average elevation is about 1500 meter above sea level, above mean sea level. Okay, 1500 meters above mean sea level, and Brahmaputra's basin is towards the north of this plateau, and river Surma enters the plateau from Assam and joins the river Meghna in Bangladesh. Okay, so Cherrapunji and Monsinram. Now you should know that Cherrapunji and Monsinram, these are the two important areas where these areas experience heavy rainfall. Okay, Cherrapunji and Monsinram, these are the two areas which experience the heavy rainfall, and these are also located in the Meghalaya Plateau and mainly in the Khasi Hills. Okay, Khasi Hill is a part of Meghalaya Plateau only, and you will find this Cherrapunji and Monsinram in this Khasi Hills, and these are the wettest places in India and are a part of this Meghalaya Plateau only. Okay, so remember Meghalaya Plateau, you will find it Meghalaya Plateau here, or it is also called as Shillong Plateau or Karbi Anglong Plateau also. It also has a name of Karbi Anglong. Karbi Anglong. Okay, so it is also called, it has three names. You may call it Meghalaya Plateau, Karbi Anglong Plateau, or Shillong Plateau. Okay, so these are the various plateaus. Now we have known that there is a plateau in the Meghalaya region which is also called as Meghalaya Plateau or Karbi Anglong Plateau or Shillong Plateau. Okay, so now these are the plateaus. Now we have covered Malwa Plateau, then we have covered Bundelkhand, then we have covered Baghelkhand, then Chota Nagpur, and then Meghalaya. Now the next plateau which we are going to study is Deccan Plateau. Okay, now we will study about the Deccan Plateau. What is this Deccan Plateau? So you may see this location here. This is the Deccan Plateau, very famous Deccan Plateau, and mainly it will cover the area of Maharashtra. Okay, so Deccan Traps have the highest thickness in the west and gradually slope towards the east. That means the thickness is towards the western side, and towards the east they will have a gradual slope. Okay, the slope is towards the eastern side, remember. So in the western side they will have thickness. Okay, so This Deccan Plateau is very important, and it is the western edge of the plateau is made up of hills with steeping slopes towards the west are known as the Sahyadris. They are a part of the Western Ghats. So you will find the Sahyadri mountain in the Western Ghats, and they are the part of this Deccan Plateau only, which the great warrior Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, he used this Sahyadri mountains for warfare against the Mughals. Okay, so it was in the Deccan area only. So the plateau comprises several hill ranges such as Balaghat Hills, Ajanta Hills, and there are many hills in this. There are many hill ranges, small hill ranges in this Deccan Plateau. Okay, and gaps in this hill ranges are known as passes. For example, you will find Borghat Pass connects the Mumbai and Pune. So there are various gaps in this plateau, in this hill ranges, the small hill ranges, which are known as passes, and these passes are helpful for connecting two cities. So one of the important pass you will find is the Borghat Pass, which connects Mumbai to Pune. Okay. So here you will find the Deccan Plateau, and mainly you will find the basalt rock in this Deccan Plateau. Okay, so this is the Deccan Plateau. Now Deccan Plateau is also known for its black soil, and black soil, you know, it is very useful for cotton production. Okay, black soil is very important for cotton production. Now the next plateau we are going to see is Telangana Plateau. Now where is this Telangana Plateau? Here you will find in the neighboring of Deccan Plateau, you will find there is the Telangana Plateau. Now this Dandakaranya Plateau is very, very small plateau. So now we will say about the Telangana Plateau, okay, in the neighborhood of Deccan Plateau. So the Telangana Plateau, it is made up of Dharwad rocks. Okay, Dharwad type of rocks, and Gondwana rocks are also found in this area, and mainly it is the Gondwana rocks are found in the Godavari Valley, which is famous for its coal fields. Now again, Telangana Plateau also know you will find the coal fields. Okay, then Godavari, Krishna and Penna are the major rivers flowing throughout the plateau. Okay, ये जो तेलंगाना प्लेटू है इसमें आपको मिलेंगी गोदावरी, कृष्णा एंड पेन्ना. These are the three important rivers which are flowing through this Telangana plateau. If you see the map, you will easily find the location of the rivers. Here you will find the Godavari is originating and flowing through this Telangana plateau. Then Krishna also you will find it is originating and flowing through the, and again Penna, the small river, you will find originating and flowing in this region. Okay, so the Godavari, Krishna and Penna are the three important rivers which are flowing through this Telangana plateau. Now because of the Dharwad rock strata, the plateau is rich in mineral resources. Again, like the Chota Nagpur plateau, we saw that Chota Nagpur plateau is also important because it is very rich in mineral resources. And in similar way, you will also find that Telangana plateau is also rich in mineral resources. Okay, and so the plateau receives good rainfall, like average 100 millimeter per year, similar to the Chota Nagpur plateau. So there are quite similarities in Chota Nagpur plateau as well as the Telangana plateau. So it is considered to be a peneplain, that is a vast featureless undulating plain. Okay, featureless undulating plain. So the average elevation of the plateau is, the range is around 500 to 600 meter above the mean sea level. Okay, 500 से 600 मीटर above mean sea level. This is the average height of this Telangana plateau. Okay, so remember, I'm telling you again and again, remember the location of the plateaus, because sometimes you may get a diagram also. They may give you the diagram and they may give you this type of diagram, and the number will be given. Okay, so here you will find this 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, then 6 and 7, and then you will give the match the, and the question will be on the match the pair, and they will say that 1 number represents which plateau, 2 number represents which plateau, 3 number represents which plateau, 4 number represents which plateau. So this kind of question may be asked because this type of question was asked earlier in the exam. Okay, so that's why I want to stress on this topic that remember the location of the plateau, okay, and which states it is covering. Okay, so major मोटा मोटी आपको ये states जो है वो याद रखने हैं, इन डिटेल आप नहीं याद रख सकते, लेकिन फिर भी एक ऊपरी तौर पर आपको इसको याद रखना बहुत जरूरी है. The next plateau is Karnataka Plateau. So where is this Karnataka Plateau? In the south of Deccan Plateau you will find the Karnataka Plateau. यह है Karnataka Plateau, mainly covering the Karnataka state. So the Karnataka Plateau also known as Mysore Plateau. Okay, इसका दूसरा नाम जो है वो मैसूर प्लेट्यू है. एंड द एवरेज एलिवेशन इसकी क्या है? दैट इज अराउंड 600 to 900 मीटर. एंड द प्लेट्यू हैज टू मेजर डिविजन्स. अब ये डिवीजन कौन सी है? वन इज द मलनाद एंड सेकंड इज द मैदान. सो दीज आर द टू डिविजन्स ऑफ द कर्नाटका प्लेट्यू. टू डिविजन्स, वन इज मलनाद एंड सेकंड इज मैदान. So the Malnad, it is a hilly region which is covered with dense forest, and Maidan is the rolling plain with the low lying hills. Okay, this is the basic difference between these two types of the two divisions of the plateau. So the Malnad, it is hilly region with dense forest, and Maidan, it is the rolling plain with low lying areas. Okay, and the plateau is drained by numerous rivers and streams. Okay, from Western Ghats. अब आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं, it is very close to the Western Ghats. It's actually on the Western Ghats. So short streams, you will find that short streams are flowing through this Karnataka Plateau. Okay, and the plateau tapers to the south in between the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats and merges with the Nilgiris. Remember, okay, it merges with the Nilgiris. You will find the Nilgiri hills over here. Okay, so it is between the Western Ghats. So here you will find this is the Western Ghats, and here you will find this is the Eastern Ghats. So literally the Karnataka Plateau is between the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So here you will find this is the Karnataka Plateau. The red colored one is the Karnataka Plateau, which is between the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, and in the southern side you will find these are the Nilgiri hills. Okay, so these are all plateaus. Now we have studied the all plateaus. So in our next lesson we are going to study about the coastal plains. अगले लेसन में हम स्टडी करेंगे कोस्टल प्लेन्स को. ठीक है.